Now let's understand a property which is flex shrink. Literal meaning of shrink is shrink. If no space, you have to shrink. Correct? Shrink is it is going to reduce its size. Basically, it's going to reduce its width. See what is happening now? Though I have given a width as 200 pixel, do you see it is 200 pixel? No, the entire width itself is more than 200 pixel. See, this is 200 pixel. The viewport width itself is 200. But see individual items, what happened? They're shrinked, isn't it? They're shrinking. Now this can be controlled with the property, yeah, with the property just like flex grow, which is called flex shrink. What's the property? Flex shrink. So then what is flex shrink? Yes, that can also be applied to any individual item that we want to shrink. Okay, any idea which is the default value for flex shrink? Yeah, it is 1. What is it? The default value of flex shrink is 1. Why? Because they're shrinking. By default, they're shrinking. I did not specify any value, but they're already shrinking. But let's say you don't want this element to be shrinked. Yeah, you don't want this element to be shrinked. You can say 0. Do you see B is not shrinking now? Yeah, do you see that now?
Yes.
A and C are getting shrinked. B is not getting shrinked. That's how we can actually control shrink. Do you see that B is saying no, I don't shrink. I'm controlling. Yeah, it's shrink value. But by default it is 1. That's why every element will shrink. But let's say I don't want some element to shrink because it will cause a different layout. It will cause the readability issue. Yeah, then we can control it till like say flex shrink 0. Now it doesn't shrink. Simple. Yeah, flex shrink is 0. Alright. Now what's other variant of flex shrink? Yes, we understood default value is 0. Default value is 1. Yeah, default value is 1. Okay. And then we can say we can actually give 0, yeah, to control, not to shrink. What if I give value which is more than let's say I'll apply 1 shrink to item C as well. Let me apply flex shrink 0 or a different value. Yeah, different positive value. Okay, so let's say I apply shrink like item B should shrink 2, item C should shrink 1. Can you tell me what happens? Now I am saying shrink again a different value, different positive value. Yes, in this case, this element will shrink by, yeah, it is going to shrink double than compared to this shrink value. So B will reduce double compared to C. So again, shrinking also in proportionate, just like grow, just opposite of grow. You see that now? Though these two have same width, B is just half of C. Why? Because it is
Yes.
off. It is shrinking 2 times that of C. Its shrink value is more. So we are telling to this value to shrink more than this. Again, let's try. Yeah. So this is, yeah, what is called flex shrink property, which is basically help us to shrink the element or to control the shrinking behavior.